what we've got here is this cloth wrapped around these frames of honeycomb. Took this from a hive yesterday. Put it in a plastic bag so that it wouldn't drip in the car. But there were a few stragglers and we didn't want those flying around when I was driving home in the car yesterday. We're going to take these out, we're going to cut off the wax, and we're going to put them in a spinner, spin them, and get all the lovely yummy honey out of them. We've got this frame here where we've got some capped honey and then we've got some uncapped honey. It's probably not proper honey yet, it's a nectar that hasn't yet been evaporated. It's evaporated by the bees flapping their wings and the heat. That then concentrates the nectar and it turns into honey, and then it's capped off as you can see. Right, so here I'm cutting the wax caps off the honeycomb, and as you can see it's exposing all that delicious honey. That's great. This is quite interesting. The frame has been hanging up this way and you can see that the comb is actually pointing upwards. So that as the bees put the nectar in each of those cells, it won't run out. Isn't that very clever? Here you can see that this honey is quite solid and different from the honey over here. It could well be a rapeseed that the bees have been collecting the nectar from, and rapeseed is notorious for going solid, whereas the honey here, as you can see, is quite runny and quite different. Here we go. When you're going to be processing honey, it's very important that everything's clean and absolutely spotless, and we're ready to roll. Hopefully, when we have a look at these now, they will have all spun out and be quite empty. Now that is so light. Okay, we're going to put this up on the table. It's the next morning and we've separated the honey and the wax overnight. You can see the wax here has floated to the top. Underneath that is the honey. We're going to pour the honey through this sieve, and we're going to pour the honey with minus the wax and the bits straight into the jars, ready to eat. There you go, 1 jar of unprocessed, raw, natural honey, the best.